So the pitcher essentially could go whenever they want. It's not the pitch clock restrictions that we've been healthy. He was just about as effective as anyone in the rotation. This is a base hit up the base runner.
Yeah, in case you
Cisco Lindor here with a runner at first base, and that one up high. So now the clock last year for Lindor actually came against the Marlins, as this one is skied off first in foul territory. Joe Rick, yeah, but that will bounce foul, and it's 2-1. Off going to second base, so you can get that third one. Not needed here, as he
going to get used to is knowing when they can ask for a timeout, which they can.
As Alonso did here, I'm not sure if it's by design, but with 2 strikes.
Nice job.
As Luzardo gets the strike, call that Hutton money.
And still possesses that good velocity.
A young winner last year. A rise out toward left field, and this in for a base hit. We hope to see plenty of that this year for last year's American League batting champ Luis. Resume. Check on a Rise, who is back safely.
You know, it's interesting too. Had 3 starts against Miami.
That's true. For out number 1 is Jose Peraza puts it away. Soler switches as the afternoon goes on. Brian De La Cruz takes a breaking ball for us. Board. As Rise just back in time over there at first base. In essence, takes over for Jacob deGrom. deGrom, of course, with the Texas Rangers, but Taiwan. De La Cruz is swinging a miss. And a strikeout for Verlander. Hey, it's good work if you can get it. David. Barnes, Jesus Luzardo. Segura in the air out toward right center field. This one's ball. A Rise heading toward third. He's going to get the green light from Jody Reed. The relay is late. Segura on his way to third, where he is out. But the run scored, giving
fun to watch.
Skip, we talked about some of the new looks in offense, and we saw a little.
You know, it's going to be tough to hit home runs off guys like Verlander, right? So, and get a run across, the better for us.
Abraham Almonte with a base hit in the left field. A leadoff knock here in the second. All 1 strike, and here it comes from Luzardo, grounded foul just outside third.
Skip, you're going to be at second base.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is having Luis at down defensive timing, because he's set up that way as well. And then obviously Jazz, but I do envision Jazz playing, you know, every game in center field this year.
Skip, explain that a little bit.
The answer is the same as a baseball fan. A base out toward left field for a 3-run home run. 3-1 Mets lead.
Into numbers, maybe get some hanging pitches that a non-roster guy takes deep.
To be honest with you, especially with, you know, some of our guys, Dardos and the Cuetos and the Sandys and the guys that are, you know, going to be in our rotation. You know, we want them kind of building up, feel good about their outing.
The pitch clock, all these changes, are they good for baseball?
I think it is. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's about it because you want to be engaged as much as possible. You know, everybody's going to enjoy him.
All right, perfect. We're not letting you go yet. We're going to have another pick of the Cardinals back in 2001. Spent a lot of his playing days, was a coach. And, it is interesting, too, because he joked early on in the spring that glad to have Skip on our side as Joey Wendell lifts a fly. And that's the first out. Justin Verlander's second inning of work.
You know, they're watched PFP, pitcher's fielding practice, and it was one of the snappiest, best
teams games and playoff spots, who knows? So it's all about doing the little things and making. Taken outside 2
in each one of those.
An option. Jordan Groshans could be another, as Fortes Alonso, the Mets first baseman, makes the catch for out number 2. Scherzer and Sandy on opening day. Could be Verlander and Sandy on opening.
And if it is Verlander, you're getting each league Cy Young winner going.
2 pitch to Jesus Sanchez. You pick. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jazz Chisholm Jr. How are you, pal?
I'm learning from these guys, learning from my own teammates and everything. It's been sick, man.
And how important is the guy?
He's great, man. I love him. He's like a big brother to me. He's been a big brother to me before.
Zardo with a 1-1 pitch to Mark Vientos, misses upstairs.
Jazz, one of the things I've always said.
Yeah, and they've told me if you can play center field here, during spring training, you can play center field.
My goodness. We have to have some professionals up here. That's why T-Hut's with him. Good. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Lindor. And this one popped up off. Give it a look, but run out of room.
How about at the plate? Do you think it'll look?
Guys that try to pitch quick pitch you anyway. So like me, I
Need to get locked in to be ready for March 30th, as this one is out for Jesus Sanchez and out number 2.
I mean,
Dealing to Alonso here, and a miss outside for ball 1.
Well, ballpark.
This for Wendell, and that will do it. The Saturday afternoon, lovely day for baseball. 89 degrees. Justin Verlander still out there working against Joe Rizzo. A swing and a miss, nothing in 1. Dip down, right up the middle. There to make the play. Yeah, it's legal. He was on the shortstop side of.
So now Jacob Amaya. Amaya's at second base. He's a
And I guess a similar, if you really boil it, that's for another day and time. But yeah, Amaya, terrific glove. And Verlander goes up high for the strikeout. It's bullpen right now. Matt Barnes, are you there? There, he's ready. It's just that.
It's just that we can't hear him.
Yeah, it's just a technical difficulty. We're from Verlander. Up high.
Now we talked about Luis Altuve.
Ah, yes.
Who will be over there at second.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pablo Lopez.
One of the good stories I heard about Luis Arraez.
Guy's got a future in this
and
business.
he did last year.
Center carrying with the wind out toward the track and making it Castro. Working out the kinks, so we're going to talk with Matt Barnes next. 4th inning, first pitch for George Soriano in there for a called strike to Abraham. Out progresses. We've talked with Skip Schumacher and Jazz Chisholm Jr. We hope to talk with. We will be chatting with one of the newest members of the Marlins bullpen, Matt Barnes, who's right now the difference. And that is a hit by pitch right on the low. 5 miles an hour. Ooh. So now Jose Peraza takes one outside.
It's always one of the, with some of the injuries, some big injuries too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned Gavin Lux earlier. A little bit of a buffer to not miss too much time, even though, of course, you do have to rev back.
Dropped the kettlebell on his toe, working out.
That's right. That's why I try to walk for. Now we're taken outside. A 94-mile-an-hour fastball miss
In spring training. But when one of your issues has been control,
you don't have to build up to 90 pitches like a starting pitcher would. So are there certain
and feel good with pitches commanding it through the zone. You know, it kind of varies really. Typically 8 or 9 games, and